Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is a Game War on the Pacific Admins Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Italien. He's a Japanese player from its allied side. This is Bottleneck mod in December 22nd, 41. The Japanese Kido Butai is at New Caledonian. The Japanese landing at Port Moresby is still ongoing, but I try my best to at least strike back. Japanese submarines are still missing sometimes, but not always. Here's AP lost, with some civilians trying to reach India. My torpedo boats, not more many left, trying to harass his operations at North Luzon. No hit on my torpedo boat here at night, but also no torpedo hit for me. The next hit on this E-boat, but no explosion. Côte d'Ivoire, the Dutch submarines cannot reach attack position. Japanese bombarding Venture with his pre-dreadnoughts. Oh, yeah, so. That was a good AP. These are all, I think, ships trying to reach Sydney after there was a Japanese carrier fleet at New Caledonian. And here is a Japanese landing operation at Nomai already. When only the French guys are here to defend the base. Yeah, these destroyers are still picking up my SQ operations. Japanese patrol boats have never the equipment to really hunt for submarines. This is a new Hawaii. This is a cargo ship, I think, going for the outposts nearby, trying to deliver some supplies or fuel. Oh yeah, lost. Next hit, but no explosion. Here is no escort for this Japanese cargo ship, so even if I don't have working torpedoes, I still can use a deck gun. And with 38 shells and a torpedo hit, it's still not on fire or heavy damage, so yeah. Because if the shell hits a heavy machine guns, this doesn't matter. Everything smaller than a 3-inch gun is useless for surface engagement. I was trying to get some supplies into Georgetown because it's low on supplies, and I have these two Indish Malayan regiments here. But of course, I cannot give any air cover. So if 20% of my supplies will arrive, it's still fine. The T-27 still making low-level attacks, and I can down 1 or 2 from them. My Catalinas going for the next AK and the next bomb pit. Heavy fires. And if you don't have a port, And it's getting complicated for Japanese ships. Okay, still have this. And more of my cargo supply getting destroyed. Still jungle. I try to reach some base that I can rail out, move out, reach Singapore. No, all my cargo is destroyed. But more is coming. And if I lose small light cargo ships, still better than good APs, heavy long range cargo ships or something like this. Good afternoon. Ooh, no hit. Naja, missed opportunity. But the one cargo ship is burning out. And this is a support carrier division from the Japanese. Thinking here my ships trying to get the civilians out. And I get a fast cargo ship. Not big, but fast. And also with some equipment at least on board. This is the block before Wenzhou, so the main road up to Shanghai, destroyed. Japanese tanks also approaching from south, direction Manila. Lugan will fall. This is what the Japanese bring in so far. The infantry regiment have some power. But so far I have more attack value and I have the terrain on my side. So Italian need to bring more to take the base. Good. Today the Japanese lost a little more. Yeah, these are all true numbers. For me it was a Catalina 4 still picking up Filipino troopers. Good. But the pilot is dead, unluckily. Ship sunk, last turn. Again, a lot of small, unimportant ships. And the Japanese lost 2 or 3 cargo ships. No, this is a smaller one. Maybe they changed this, but there's also a ship can run with 14 knots. Good. Nothing too special here. Hawaii, nothing to discuss. Looks like most of the Japanese submarines are also not more here. Maybe out of torpedoes or for other duties. Pago Pago and Fiji are still fine. Kidubatai is still at New Caledonian. Japanese are already here in Nomaya, took Luganville. So just before I want to save the civilians. Too late. I still also some ships here in port. I can only run. They was normally unloading or prepare to unload. Yeah, so I won. And if all are lost, it doesn't matter. I must leave the port anyway. So far, this one turn give me maybe enough distance to reach now in Sydney or Brisbane with my ship. Most of the ships are running here. Some are with value. This guy must turn around. This is a short range tanker. Yeah, I will maybe send them now to New Zealand. Because New Zealand is also not well stocked with supplies, you can see. Normally I need in every main base at least 20,000, better 50,000 supplies. Port Moresby, again, so I build up, I try to reach fort level 3, 2, I mean I want normally 3, but I can only build so fast. I have enough supplies, so this is not the issue. So far the Italian troops are also not strong enough to really take the base, so I can keep my patrol aircrafts here to bomb his incoming ships, but I must be careful that he don't make a long range cap. You can make long range cap from Rabaul with drop tanks. Yeah, he could do this. I don't know if you need, I think drop tanks, long range cap, size 2 should be enough. But he needed at least the supplies to do this. Nothing here at the Dutch East Indies. There was some of my ships lost because I can only run, nothing else. This is a small carrier fleet is moving east, so now on the way back to restock torpedoes, I guess, and fuel. So maybe I get a torpedo attack on them next turn if they try to reach Palau Islands. Luzon, nothing. Japanese arrive at Clarkfield, will maybe attack tomorrow, we will see. China, nothing to discuss. Only movement was closing on Wenzhou. Wenzhou itself is damaged from the bombardment, but I have fort level 4 here. I have 4 net attack value. More I cannot do. Here at Changsha I have now over 2,500 ton AV power. I try to get my Chinese troopers first better motivated. Because without motivation I don't need to attack. Defense with no or low morale is maybe still somehow working, but attacking will break down immediately. So I need morale and a little experience. Burma, no activity. I am now at 77,000 tons of supplies. Singapore, I fall back. I try to harass them. Italien is focusing on Georgian, mostly looks like, so looks like more troops going to Georgian. So this will, even if I lose these 2 regiments, of course, would be more helpful to have them in Singapore, but I cannot change it. Now I have nearly 800 AV here. It's not the best, but it's maybe enough for 1 or 2 weeks holding. If I can hold to 15th of January, then it's already okay. End of January, what do you want more? Everything else is normally a bonus. Good, in India, no activity. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.